Hello there. I was managing my channel, the extra channel, when I came across some old clips that I was planning to upload there, but I figured it's better if I make them into one single video. For those of you who are more new to this channel, these clips are from a series that I used to put a lot of time in, and unfortunately I had to kind of cancel it because it was way too much of a time sink. Essentially AI races presented as race coverage, and me and my buddies will do commentaries on it. Yeah, it's definitely a niche thing, but I enjoyed making it, and there were some very cool moments in it, so I figured I would make this highlight video about the series, more specifically about the second season. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and if you liked it and want to see more, you can always find the episodes on the channel or check out the other video which is about the best final laps in the series. Speaking of which, Hamilton goes for another round, this time on the
Who's
outside.
gonna get the better exit? And yeah, whoever has.
But this battle is not going to end in that corner. Wow. They are still going on.
If Lewis can get in front, yeah, I think Lewis has a better line here for this turn. We'll see. Nope, nope. Charles gets it done.
Still side by side.
Oh,
and still side by side. Hamilton gets ahead or not. Let's see. He loses grip a bit there, but they are still side by side. Here comes the final corner of the lap. And they are still side by side. Hamilton and Leclerc are going side by side for more than half of the lap.
Leclerc has DRS.
But Hamilton backs down, and now Vettel is fighting with Hamilton. Hamilton in the inside.
What a lap right there! Leclerc and Hamilton.
In the meantime, at the meantime, the two Renaults are trying to do the same thing, but that's not gonna work out.
Oh my gosh! I don't know if it's because Hockenheim is on the harder tires right now or what, but that's the second time where he's had a bit of a lockup and
at the same time, Vettel is now fighting with the Red Bulls because the Red Bulls catched up thanks to that rooster fight.
On the inside, Vettel, and he gets the move done. I'm curious to see how this plays out, if it keeps on raining or not, because it definitely was sprinkling a second ago. So that's, you don't want that on hard tires for sure. Yep, definitely raining now.
Now this will be interesting because.
Yeah, I'm curious what what they want to do. Do you want to try and stay out a few extra laps, or just pit, and play it safe early? Lando Norris goes on the inside line of turn 4. Who's gonna get the better exit? Hulk goes wide, probably struggling for grip. He's been on those hard tires the whole race.
I hope they bring him in into the pits. All right. At the meantime, Verstappen goes for another move. And gets it done, and that slows Vettel down enough for Albon to give it a shot.
Wow, a 2-for-1 right there. And it looks like our race leader, Lewis Hamilton, coming in to put on the intermediates.
And everyone behind him as well. 2 Red Bulls, 2 Ferraris, next to each other. Not next to each other, after each other. Double stacking.
That's crazy.
Write that down in the strategy book, because this will be... This is a game changer.
Wow, that's one, it's a bold move for one person to do a double stack, but that's crazy that they're literally... I didn't know their garages were right beside each other, so Vettel's got to be cussing. I would hate to hear his radio right now about that.
Oh,
and
virtual
safety car.
Ooh,
wonder what that is about.
Happened? Oh!
Oh!
Is that Hamilton?
That was definitely a Mercedes car, which means it is our race leader, Lewis Hamilton. Daniel Kvyat goes through turn 4 through the hairpin. He's getting blue flagged.
Oh.
No, wait. Wow, was Hamilton...
Alright, let's see, slow motion. Ooh.
I think, I gotta say, I think that's on Hamilton. I think he had plenty of room to
Go around him.
go around, and he just kind of hit the apex of the turn a little bit too tight. That's a race leader out, and there's tons of debris on the track. Virtual safety car, and that's first place out.
Ooh.
Ah.
Toto Wolff is not happy today, guys.
2 Mercedes, the home team, is out of the Grand Prix, both of them.
Sarah managing to hold first after going incredibly wide on that turn. Very impressive.
Oh, there's another bumper that I guess the marshals don't really have enough time to climb the fences.
I was about to say, you said the marshals are quick at removing debris, right?
But I cannot really blame them.
It's not an awkward bit of track, I'll give him that much.
I'm sorry, this is Daniel Barrett, who's the... Oh no, that's gonna be...
Bent out.
Oh!
Ooh!
Man.
Several cars involved there.
And it's not over yet.
Proving its danger. Yet another one going off the track. That was the...
Oh, that's fire! That's fire coming from the car! That is very, very dangerous. That is very, very dangerous.
Ooh!
That's Mickey.
No, that was...
Mickey Antilla. In the number 15.
No, see, I couldn't get a clear shot onto the number badge. So
Me neither.
I was assuming that it would have been Stewart, considering how he was a little reckless earlier this race.
And here we are. Safety car is out.
I was about to say, I think that definitely calls for a safety car.
Safety car is out, guys. Safety car
One
is
DNF,
out.
and now it's, I mean, kind of a wild card thrown into the shuffle now, because you gotta think pit strategy wise.
Yep.
You know, who wants to go where and play that kind of guessing game.
All 2 cars going side by side. There's contact between the 2 of them. And there's more coming from one of the cars. Yellow flag is out. And that's a traffic jam in turn 1. That's Martin. That's Maxim Martin.
He was... Yep. Ended up pushing Sergio wide. Ended up getting knocked back into him. And killed the engine in the process.
Do you think that he... It almost looked like that he braked ahead of Sergio.
It could have been a potential brake check there.
Why would you do that? That makes no
I
sense.
don't know. Interesting end to the start of the race. We saw that Danica Patrick went into the pit to finish off the race. And that would explain why. Didn't even make it.
Danica Patrick crashes in the final lap of the race.
He's going to have to back off through this one. It's a tricky section of corners that it's not always possible to overtake through. But he should have the speed.
Unless this happens.
It's fun.
Just a few laps before in the race you got taken out, how would you feel?
Yeah.
He's got the position. Now
He's got the position, he's got the run. Let's hope that he doesn't try to take revenge there, and it looks like that's exactly what he's going for. He is fully committed to seeking revenge.
Yeah, it seems a pit stop is somewhere around the 30-second mark, because before the second pit phase. Oh!
Ericsson goes out wide.
And that's Ericsson running deep.
Ericsson goes in for a really late pit stop.
I think he's hoping to burn off with one qualifying lap.
And here comes the 72 of Sebastian Marshall. Then behind him is Nick Perkett, and that's Marcus Ericsson leaving
he's
the
going
pit.
to come out in third.
Just in time. But let's see what happens here. Only a few more corners left. And Ericsson looks like he's going for a move there. It's gonna be a dive bomb. And it is side by side in the chicane, and Ericsson comes out in P2.
He just about pulled it up there. It was fantastic overtake by Ericsson there.
And let's see if he can do the same thing with Marsha. Doesn't really seem to be the case. Goes to the outside. Can he get enough speed there? Goes to the inside. They are going side by side for the final time. And Marshall wins the race. Ericsson second and Perkert third. Let's see, getting pretty close here.
Heavy on the brakes on the inside there. Closes up a lot of time.
Let's see, inside or outside, inside or outside. That's gonna be an inside.
Wow.
Let's see if he can keep it. Oh! Okay, they're still side by side, but Paul Aaron backs down. We're looking at the start-finish straight here, and Sarah Fisher and Newman are still going side by side behind them, just a few cars behind. It was Matt Malone going side by side with Tony Stewart, who goes out of check, and just behind them, 3 wide going into the first corner, but that is under yellow.
Yeah, that was a very brave move there.
Alright, let's see, Tony Stewart.
Alright.
Alright, so what are we looking at? Wet surface on the inside. Going side by side with Matt Malone.
Is there contact?
Yeah, there was a little contact, but then again, Stewart kind of pulled the car towards the inside. I didn't really give much to Matt Malone, and the penalties say that that was a racing incident.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Can't really blame anyone for that one.
And here's the move of not Tony Stewart, Ryan Newman taking the first place. And here we see Steven Johnson's perspective. Keep in mind this is under a yellow flag. And Cole Gibbs, the car on the middle, gets a penalty. And Steven Johnson also getting a penalty. And also this was the middle of the Group 1 cars, Tom Patterson. Ouch! That is the teammate of Ryan Newman, the 32 of, I believe, yeah, that's Theo Robert.
Well, terrible luck, but let's hope for a better one.
Yeah, it would have been a lot more fun if I could have got caught up in one more wreck. If I could have done that, it would have been perfect.
Yeah, sarcasm is noted.
Here comes Schumacher, behind him is Raikkonen. And just behind them there is Alonso a while back, but there goes Raikkonen. He's really close. He's on the inside. And Mick goes out from the track, and he goes back, but he clips the front wing of Alonso. Alonso's front wing is gone. And there goes a 3-second penalty, which means within 3 seconds from Schumacher, he can get P2. That is gonna be a really tricky task for the Spaniard.
Yeah, because he's lost that front wing, which means he's lost nearly all of his front end downforce. So that car is going to be understeering. He's just got to drag it through.
Thankfully, there are not many corners left. With the penalties applied, Raikkonen finishes in P1. Fernando Alonso catches the second place. Mick Schumacher in third.
This is not good at all for Katzberg, who's had a dominant lead. Is about to. All right, so he's gonna get back. He needs to get through this. All right, come on. He's gonna have to pass him.
Oh, here goes Cox. Here goes Cox.
This is not good. Oh my gosh, she gets blocked by Randall. Randall needs to get a. That's a borderline penalty if you.
Oh, something is wrong with that car.
Oh, I think she hit the wall. Oh no, yep. There's something to do with her steering, perhaps, or her tires busted.
Ooh, that's a lot of smoke coming from those tires.
And Passiona's even approaching Randall here. Let's see. Passiona's down back up to third. Let's see how Cox bounces back from this. Definitely gonna have to go into the pits, I would say.
Keep your hopes up, though. This is Monaco from places. Anything can happen here. They're struggling with lapping cars. So if they can fix that thing and get it going, we might see a comeback.
Thank you very much, Pedro.
Pedro on location, getting us the cold hard facts from the pit lane. So awesome. So let's see if they can get that car back up the runner. She's in the pits. That's going to be a tall task for the team, but let's see. That's why the pit crew's there. That's why they get paid the big bucks.
The tires might be okay, but oh my god, here we see answers at the front. Pagano goes into the pits.
This is going to be interesting for Pagano because obviously running into back markers, you know, you're going to lose some time to them. So maybe he's getting some fresh.
Oh, here comes Han and Duno side by side each other. That's not gonna have any of them. Pagano went into the pits in 3rd place and comes out in 3rd place. Such an awesome pit stop, guys. We have 5 more laps, but that 5 more laps can be very much crucial. Here we see, oh, very close. Lapping.
My word, I don't understand why some of these Camaros are not getting out of the way of the car right there. I mean,
and there goes Pagano. That's really close. That's not far. That's not far whatsoever.
Yeah, Pagano has already made up so much time. Maybe running the lower fuel here at the end.
And here comes the leaders. Here comes Katzberg in the pit.
This is not good for Katzberg, I don't think. I think Pagano is going to lap a lot of people in the pits probably. And, wow, and Cannon as well. The undercut worked for Pagano. Let's see how, man, they need to get out of the pits.
Duno is also in the pits. Piquet is also in the pits. The front half of the pack it looks like they are answering to Cox.
She has to make the move work soon. Has to get the move done this lap.
No, inside. And not getting it.
And again, Randall says nope. Blocks the door, and for what? There should be no reason he's doing that. Wheel to wheel through here as they go through the turn. And she gets spun out by Randall, who tries to go too wide there. That's ridiculous. What in the heck is he doing?
Oh, no, Eric's into turn 1, right? Let's see what's gonna happen here. 3 wide, out of the first corner on the uphill.
3 cars in front that are all blue flagged. She's going around the outside down to the hairpin. She's gonna get the move done, I think.
Oh, same thing as before.
A little bit of contact, but she's good. All right. That gives the place back. Let's see how it pans out. Does she have damage?
Hopefully not, because the mechanics don't have time now to repair anything.
As Cannon and Cox are kind of blocked in right now because GT's and the Camaros are in front and also behind her, which is kind of nice because that almost.
Oh, they're going side by side.
Wheel to wheel around. Oh, the back markers get out of the way.
That's not the back marker though, I think. That's Sam Bird, that's position. Cox not only gains 1 but 2 positions and Bird crashes into the inside. But all the attention now is on Ala Cox, who has to fight for P2. Let's see.
These back markers are...
And she gets it down, that's P2.
Katzberg getting a little bit of the bad luck there with the back markers, but Pagano does have to get some space cleared on the final lap. Let's see if he can do it. He's probably really happy that there's a car between him right now and her. Let's see if she gets a good exit. A little bit of a wobble there through the tunnel by the Camaro, and she gets the move done past the back marker into the final sectors. There we go. Heavy braking zone. She's right up in the bumper of Pagano, following close.
She made a move in the final sector twice, that it was quite iconic.
Yeah, Rascast has been a amazing corner for her. She's went too wide there.
Will she do the same? That's the question. Will Pagano defend or...
See, he's kind of a sitting duck here. If he takes the outside line, he's going to give the inside. She goes up the inside, wheel to wheel, final turn, and she gets the move done thanks to the back markers. But what a move. That's 3 moves we've seen her pull off. What a drive, what a bounce back. And she's going to come across the line. P1.
And here we go. Timer is up. but I believe they just crossed the line before the final few seconds, so this might be the one lap before the final lap. I'm not so sure. I believe it is because we only see the timer and not the final lap graphics on the right. But if that's the case, then once again we have most likely a blue flag condition, because that car ahead of Minder and Donnelly is Daniel Harper, the British driver who drives at number 20 in the Class 2 Silhouette class. And oh boy, he is under pressure because there are 3 cars behind him. Wagner is a bit far behind, but if these 2 behind him are keep fighting, then Wagner might be at the chance to get close enough for a battle. Here we see the graphics. Minder is in the lead of Class 2 and Harper is on the blue flag. And there we see battle for the lead overall of the race, and behind them is the perspective of Wagner. 4 cars heading into the second end of second sector. Start of what is it? Never mind. Here we go. Blue flag conditions applied, but there's 1 car on each side. What is gonna happen? Harper has no room to move as going into the corner. There's once again another car on each side. What the final lap! Minder is not giving up. He's going to the inside. Donnelly on the outside loses back. There goes Wagner. There's no way that he can get a 5-second lead there, even if he overtakes Donnelly, but he might be able to extend the gap enough for Schumacher. Here comes Donnelly, and it's across the finish line, a photo finish between 2 different classes. How close was this? That is the closest photo finish of the entire season.
That is just ridiculous. But I think Minder might have just gotten it.
Here it is. You're not wrong there.
By a front bumper.
But speaking of fights, we have another one coming up right there, and that is Hoffman getting P13.
So, I have some good news and I have some bad news. Good news is, if you wanted to play bingo during this race, no matter what combination you came up with before the start, the stars would align and you cross out the line and screaming out of your lungs. Not that you will want to do that with the engineers here at the garages, but anyways, bad news, however, is that one of the squares you must cross out is someone having mechanical issues. Roll the drums! That is right, it's Hoffman. He just came up on the radio saying that he was stuck on 3rd gear, which is an enormous disadvantage on a track that favors shorter gear ratios and is full of medium speed corners and an uphill. And he had a crash earlier in this race, so yeah, back to you guys, I guess.
We seriously have to have a talk with him, Pedro. We have such a action-packed race and he's playing bingo with the engineers.
Yeah. I do gotta say, though, that at least managed to give us some insight there that Hoffman's stuck in 3rd gear.
Well, let's see if he can cope with that.
Yep. I mean, to be fair, while they're playing bingo in the garage, he's been playing ping pong there on the track with the other cars, so...
Here comes 2nd attempt.
Kvyat and Chavez they are going back and forth, and I'm loving it.
And that is gonna be...
Let's see if this lap car gets out of the way, or...
Oh,
is he? I hope he doesn't block. I hope he doesn't block somebody, and let the other driver do an easy take. We'll see.
Chavez already got the message that fuel will be tight. He cannot allow to fight for long. He cannot allow to have a car ahead of them.
Uh-oh, looks like you get... Well...
Will this be a 3 wide? Hopefully not.
They get by the lapped car, so that's good. Kimi Räikkönen also closing up, making some distance in the back as they're fighting.
Ooh, seen a bit of smoke there, but were there a touch between the two cars? Not sure. But this is a lot closer than it should be for Chavez. If he wants to stay ahead, he cannot allow to fight. Like, he cannot allow himself to fight much if he's on a limit with fuel. But let's see what this remaining laps has in store for us. There is a move on the inside. Can Kvyat get it done? Not yet. But in the background we see that Räikkönen also left Fraga. Smoke's coming off left and right from that Link & Co, but it doesn't matter because he has the pace in that car. He has the fire within him.
It's gonna be a close one. Just 2 laps left. I don't know. Kvyat just seems like a man. Yeah, let's say he seems like a man on a mission here.
Looking at on the outside, looking at on the inside. Which will it be? Going side by side once again on the main straight. Who breaks first and ends up on the track still? Chavez is still in the lead. Kvyat in second. A move on the inside. Can he make it stick? Chavez closes the door. But Kvyat is on the inside. He cannot close it enough. Kvyat is looking on each side. Every single corner. Meanwhile, behind them, there is Räikkönen. You can see both of their perspectives on the side. An onboard from Kvyat and an onboard from Räikkönen. But the two cars at the front going side by side once again.
Räikkönen has slowly crept up as they're going back and forth, taking time off each other, battling. What if Räikkönen steals this race on the last lap?
Ah, that would be magical. Going through turn 8 of Sterling's, then going through in the clearway. Approaching the Clark curve. And behind them is also a fight for P4. Kvyat is getting really close.
Yeah, that was it. That was... Oh, he's gonna go on the inside.
Once again, can he get it done? Oh, Pedro is keeping that corner really tight there. But he is on a limit and he knows it. They are going side by side on the final lap. There was absolutely no space between the two of them.
Pedro, better watch out. Oh no.
And we have a lead change. Kvyat in front, Pedro in second. And Kimi Räikkönen in third. And what do we see here? That's Mikko. She couldn't keep up. She had to go for a pit stop. That will cost her way too much.
Yeah, that's a shame.
But Pedro is not backing out. There is still a few corners left, he says. I still have a chance here, he says. But Kimi can say the same thing. And certainly thinks of that as well, as he takes a look on the inside. Cannot get it done. Going through Sterling's. Here comes the clearways. Only one corner and one straight left. Can Kimi catch up to catch P2?
Oh, he's going on the outside here. Let's see. Oh, this is gonna be close.
Can he build momentum? Going to the inside. And that is gonna be side by side, but not enough.
Oh wow, so close. That what a finish there.